Buddy, how are you folks out there? Good. Welcome to Indie Volt Livewire. I'm Varian Grant, and it's Tuesday night, so that means it's Indie Volt time, correct, Eric?
That is correct.
I'm going to roll the intro, and we're going to get into today's show. We got a great panel for you guys, a couple of really interesting topics that are going to get us all riled up and in trouble, and fight with each other. It'll be great. Here we go.
And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? Now, get your hands off me.
The following program contains violence, disturbing imagery, nudity, and, oh my god, why are you even watching this? Just run away. This shit is going to give you nightmares. For real. The program is rated TV MA NSFW OMFG GAF TTV BYGAS. Why are you still here? Seriously, don't watch this. We can't warn you strongly enough. Do you need a doctor of some kind? What is the matter with you?
The difference is near. It's a revolt. The masses will hear. It's the vote. Let the people hear. It's the vote. The boss is not here.
Hello out there. Hello. It's me. It's Varian. You're watching Indie Volt Livewire. I am the founder of Indie Volt Media LLC. Been making comics since 2008. And yeah, that's my spiel. I am joined, as always, by the beautiful Indie Princess. Hello, ma'am. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I am tired, but I am here. I am Lola, your Indie Princess, and I am the EIC over at indievolt.com, and I have a campaign going on Kickstarter right now. It has 71 days left, so go check it out. Or 71 hours left, I'm sorry. Go check it
I
out.
was like 71 days.
Hours, days. It's all a matter of time. How's it going, everyone? My name's Eric Hudson, the Dreaded Dinosaur Man. Happy to be back with you. And let's see. Sandman, introduce yourself.
Yes, my name's Bryan Sanders, but my friends call me Sandman. I'm a graphic designer and filmmaker from Central Kentucky, and I got a Kickstarter right now called Paper Cut 2. It's a reprinting of a comic book that's been out of print for almost 10 years, but it's coming back better than ever.
Sweet, awesome. Uncle Nerd, who are you?
Okay, my name is Tough Nerd. Well, you can call me Uncle Nerd, but CEO and founder of Tough Nerd Toys, public figure, toy collector, toy reviewer, avid book and comic lover, entrepreneur, pop culture enthusiast, podcaster, gamer, the list goes on. And also I'm a rusty guitarist. So, I mean, that's it about me.
Most epic.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, I'm Mike Watson, aka Most Epic Art. I'm the publisher of Freestyle Comics, host of a show called Chat and Draw, and the most enthusiastic person in comics. And happy to be here again for another wickedly cool episode.
Awesome. Dropping it on down to Rodney.
Hey guys, I'm Rodney Fike. I am the creator and artist of titles such as Peanut Pudding and Jelly, Pitter Patter, currently the writer on Roadkill Rampage. This is live on Kickstarter, funded, but we've got 9 days to go. Work with Hazzum Productions, and I have a show that I co-host on Thursday and Friday nights. Thursday night draw, Friday night throwdown that I do with Sean Forney. So that's me. That's what I do.
Awesome. The one, the only, the Quaff.
Oh, hey, how we doing? Yeah, I am the Quaff. The friends also call me the Quaff. So nice to meet you guys. I am the creator and artist of Shotgun Samurai on Indiegogo now. We are also featuring the infamous one-page book Nuclear Warhead Samurai as an add-on for our campaign. So please check it out. Thank you very much.
Awesome. All right, V, what do we got?
Thank you, Pops, as always.
You're muted.
Very, you're muted.
Yeah, I know. I was. I thought I was talking to Indie Princess's mic, but so yeah. So yeah, I'm loading up some of our questions now, but because they're more like topics now. We've changed the format a bit, but while I'm doing that, I did want to ask Eric. Eric, we've seen your DoorDash stuff, and I didn't. Your video was still rendering in my computer, so we're gonna premiere it tonight. But I was talking to a friend of mine, and he called me about the dinosaur.
Sweet.
And so he had seen it and thought it was cool, and I was like, "Oh, I got a whole video of that. I know Eric," and I was really cool that you got a chance to put that out there. But your anyway, the thing is, what I like about it is that I'm in the strip. I'm on the wall. It's me. I consider it my wall, not yours.
Well,
I
hope it stays up for a long time. Surely the building owner's not going to look at that when the lease runs out and say, "You know what? I'm painting over that."
Yeah, maybe it'll. It'll be cool to be able to. I can move Indie Volt into that. That'd be cool. Maybe when the lease holders. So since my questions will not load, I wanted to. I'll start with a situation happening to Lola. You guys tell me what you think. It's kind of an open forum here. Situation. So Lola has launched her campaign, her first book. She did it on Indiegogo. It's called Lore. And she did it on Indiegogo. She funded there, and then people were like, "Well, you should have did Kickstarter." So she's out through Kickstarter. She's on Kickstarter now, and she's reached out to people. "Hey, could you share my link? Could you share my link?" And I'm laughing because I've told her, I said, you gotta be careful doing that. But just ask. It doesn't hurt to ask someone to share a link out for your campaign. Well, she reached out to someone. They said, "Yeah, sure, I'll do it. Hey, I got a show. Will you come on?" And she says, "I'd love to come on your show. What time? When?" And they set up a, kind of start talking about times and when they could do the show. And some time goes on. Well, this person, their contribution starts fluctuating. So it goes from, they bought one tier, they decreased it, because they were decreases, they were never increases, I don't believe. Were they, Lola? Okay. Yeah, so they never went back higher than their original number. So she didn't make anything. Then they pulled their pledge completely. Well, Lola was like, "Oh my goodness, I maybe I did something wrong. Maybe my tier isn't clear. Maybe let me reach out." So she reached out to the person, and they said, "Oh, I had a rough time. I had some financial difficulties. I had to cancel on not just you but a few people. But once things work out in a day or two, I'm gonna pledge again." She said, "Okay, thumbs up." That's all she did. Thumbs up. Well, they sent her a long form letter stating, how after reviewing their conversation, they've decided that they no longer can endorse. What was it? Endorse. There was one other Lola. What was it? Or back your campaign because you reached out to me, and you're breaking Kickstarter news by reaching out to me. And I'm going to contact them if I hear any slander against my name about this. I'm going to contact them because you went outside of their parameters and contacted me about a project I backed. And then he says, and I'm connected and well known by a lot of artists in the industry. So, I can get I can get you canceled. Basically, that was what he tried to say. I got the screenshots of the conversation. I was going to put them up, but my computer's having issues.
You should.
I'm trying to find. Let me see here. So,
hey, Fierce Play.
Yeah, I want to ask Lola, how did that make you feel, Lola, when that happened?
I laughed at it. I mean, I was trying to show good customer service and see if there was anything I could do, maybe add a different tier to fit his needs or something. And yeah, I guess it didn't work out.
Did you ever go on the show or not?
No. He blocked me too after that.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm so blown away by this because Kickstarter gives us their emails to get a hold of them.
You shouldn't even worry about it, Lola.
So here's word for word what they said, and I want to make sure that I'm being accurate. The last one is due to they wrote what their financial problem was, which it's not anything in here that tells who they are, but Lola put a thumbs up. So later that day says, due to the review of our conversation showing no appreciation of either please, thank, or appreciate it, but the biggest being the breach of privacy within the terms of use of Kickstarter on contacting me, even though curious, still contacting me directly about why I backed out of your campaign is very unprofessional, and even giving you explanation, which I regret doing so, you showed no appreciation or thanks for doing said, just a thumbs up. It appears to me that you only care about yourself and you campaign. I will not be backing, nor will I be doing any endorsing or promoting of it. Any slander against my name going forward, being the close community this is, and how I'm being able to grow within it, I will take action to file against the privacy violation, and others will know. Enough artists know me well enough and my character that said information does seem to always find its way back to me. I would advise taking a better look at how you decide to promote not just your campaign, but your candor towards others that you rely on for success.
That's some psycho, man. Don't even pay no attention.
Here's the problem.
I got the success. I got 2 campaigns that are funded. My Indiegogo was successful. I'm funded on Kickstarter.
Well, here's the thing, though. He said this, and then I reached out to some people that know him, and I'm like, "Hey, is this, get your man?"
Oh, he's drunk. He's drunk.
Whose friend is this?
Pull him back.
And they're all like, "Oh, he's no friend of mine. He's no friend of mine." But he is. He is actually. I mean, he is finding some people. He's got a few people that I know who are sponsoring him. This is someone in our community, guys, who's abusing a creator for just trying to say, "Hey, like you owed me X." I mean, like, I think it's personally a little bit deeper than that. I think that he might have thought he had a shot with old Indie Princess, and maybe he found out that she was married, and he didn't like what she was married to, and because he pulled his pledge, and then when you ask him, like that irritated him. I don't know. I just think
conditional pledge.
Did he try to flirt with her? Like, ask her. Was he trying to flirt with her? Did he send some old dick in the butt shit? Like what?
Well, that's kind of like I had a guy on my campaign going on right now, tear into me in the comments about how much information I had up there about the book, and I was like, for somebody to be new to Kickstarter, you really didn't leave enough information. He asked me all these questions. I very politely was like, well, okay, sir, here, answered the question, and I said, out of the Kickstarters we've done, we kind of like trim the fat off. We take notes and whatnot, and we change up what we do from time to time. So apologies if we missed some things that you may have wanted to see. And he backed the campaign at $1. I assumed he wanted to know that information to figure out how much he wanted to back for. Never backed it. I mean, never went over $1 or whatnot. And then today canceled his $1 pledge.
Oh no, a whole dollar. You know what? When it comes to people like that, because see, I've had Tough Nerd Toys for years, right? I've been selling action figures, collectibles for years, and I'm going to relaunching myself. Not trying to plug, but I'm going to be relaunching myself. But what you have to learn to understand is that you have to be able to cut your business. When it comes to business like that, just ignore it. Your ignore button has to be strong. You have to just literally just let that stuff fly out to the wind, because I would get all sorts of messages, and you think it's bad within the comic book industry. It's even worse selling action figures and toys. You literally have adults that will try to argue with you like a child, be like, well, this gun should be bigger because in the picture it looks. I said, bro, this is the product. I mean, I didn't make the toy. I just sell them. That's it. You know what I mean? But Lola, just keep doing what you're doing. Ignore that guy. You're going to get a lot of weirdos, because with more success comes more weirdos and hate. That lets you know you're succeeding. The more haters you get, the more that lets you know that you are succeeding. Plain and simple.
I have a question. Do you think that he might have been embarrassed? Because
it's possible.
I mean, that's where my mind first went, was other than the sexual undertones there, was maybe he was embarrassed. You were genuinely concerned and wanted to help him, and maybe he's one of those people that takes affront to that and is immediately offended by it. So then he started deflecting and threatening. Just a thought.
Nah, that was just a weirdo. It was a
Yeah,
weirdo.
I agree.
It's just a
Yeah, I
weirdo.
agree.
And what it was, I'm gonna be honest with you. Probably what happened is that when he saw that she was when he saw that Varian was her man and stuff like that, because I'm telling you, because I remember one time, Varian, you put up something with like they was harassing your girl at one time, sending all sorts of crazy stuff. You get a lot of weirdos that's into the toy collecting and comic books that once they saw that she was like hooked up with a dude, just lost it. You know what I'm saying? He lost it. That was just a weirdo. That was some weirdo. He possibly couldn't even help you anyway. And even if he did, you wouldn't want this type of help because later on down the line, he would have tried to pull some nonsense with being on the show and asking you for favors and being inappropriate and stuff. You ain't lose nothing, man. You already you good.
She already got me for that. Being inappropriate, won't let her on the show half the time.
Exactly. But you know, you got a lot of people when it comes to like a lot of these female artists and female toy collectors and those that are within pop culture, they have these weird fantasies made up in their head that they're going to get like they're going to be able to like woo the comic book girl or woo the action figure girl or whatever the case may be. And then when it turns out that they start doing their information, they're digging, they find out that, oh, she's married. Oh, she got a man. Oh, this, that. No, I'm not supporting anything. She hurt my feelings. But you know what I'm saying? That's some psycho wackos. You don't need them. You don't need them.
I think that it's really interesting that, you know, he did that. But, you know, again, she made her way through it. She's, you know, but I just thought I wanted to bring that to everyone's attention that this person is in our industry. He's got, you know, sees people that, you know, we know are sponsoring them. I'm not going to put his name out there right now, but, you know, if he did try to say something about her, I would have. I think it's really sad that we got somebody like that running around the industry doing what he's doing. So here's our topic. Here's one of our topics.
All right.
And I got a new GIF I've been waiting to show off, but I got a new one. But go ahead and read that, Eric. I have a GIF reaction for it.
Topic of discussion. I'm really disappointed in this indie boom. Creators start new CFN instead of companies.
I did have to abbreviate it for the writer because I couldn't fit it in there. He says creators start new crowdfunding instead of companies.
I thought it said T fucking.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? There's a few companies out there that have formed, but you know, you have to roll with the model, and the model doesn't really support. You know, you create a new company, you're putting a lot into it. I think everybody with their own independent label is working out just fine.
What with the Oculus Rift that was funded on Kickstarter, and then the creator went and sold it to Mark Zuckerberg. Is that kind of with the creating the new companies or selling the crowdfunded companies?
Yeah, I would. First of all, I looked at this question and I was a little offended. Made me feel the type of way here. Here's the GIF. I've been waiting to use it all week. Yeah, you can't hear it, but I don't know why the sound didn't get that. It's weird. Let's check it out. But
wait, so these people are saying like crowdfunders are essential. What is their concept of company? Because a crowdfunder is essentially their own company. I don't get what this is trying to say.
This is probably somebody who's looking for a whole bunch of mini Marvels with their own bullpen and guys coming together and being pencilers and inkers and writers and you know it's
just a smaller scale of that. It's just
business model.
Yeah, it's just a smaller scale of that. It's just many like each person is like their own image at this point. Instead of like 5 artists, it's only 1 maybe, but it's still essentially the same thing.
See, I don't know if I get why people like. I think that he's imagining that these people are going to build these huge companies off of one book. You know, it takes time, and that might not be some people's goal. I mean, you just want to put out good entertainment. You know, you don't want to build a skyscraper to the sky. You know, this big monument to yourself for how great your ideas are. But I don't know. There are companies started though. They're just not hiring, like you said. There's no big bullpen to go get hired into. Anybody else want to say anything about this one?
I totally don't understand it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm really disappointed in this indie room. Are they referring to you, or I don't know?
No. It's in the boom of indie comics. You know, people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Creators start new CFing instead of companies. Creators start. All right. So what's the problem with it? I don't understand. Like, all right, they wanted to crowdfund their book. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, you're still getting a book.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of blows my mind because I haven't talked to anybody in the last 10, 12 years that's disappointed at the amount of variety that's available to them. With all these independent creators out there doing their own thing now.
Yeah, the majority of the comic books I bought here just recently have been all Indiegogo and Kickstarter comics. I mean, not to say that I don't like the big three, but I mean, how many times are we going to see the Superman story? But then you see original artists on Kickstarter. You never seen that one reboot of his story, so then you're going to support him and Superman. They've been doing him for like 100 years. So I mean, like, let's let the indie guy have a shot.
And maybe just playing devil's advocate here, maybe this is someone who really loves local comic shops and they're looking for some of these indie guys to create a company that's going to be in diamond previews and be something new to go on the shelf. But you know what? You got Liberty Comic Distribution for that.
Nice plug.
I was trying to do more of a segue, but
That's right. Good old Liberty Entertainment Distribution Group, getting independent comics in stores all over. LEDG.us is the website you want to go to sign up. It was no fees for publishers. The Liberty buyback pledge, which is where if the book doesn't sell, a retailer can actually buy it or sell it back to Liberty and get their money back for that book. Or Liberty will trade you a book that you actually can sell. But don't believe there's any bad books. There's just books that won't sell in that particular location. Check it out, ledg.us. Also, we talked about crowdfunding. Folks who are sending their own books out, make sure you use Volt 10 VOLT 10 over at GeminiComicsSupply.com for a 10% discount on your Gemini mailers.
Damn it, where were you last month? I just bought my order.
We're here. Yeah.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah.
It's because you're not watching regularly, man.
That's right.
All right, well,
awesome.
Now I got to hit that bell.
You know how I feel? I feel as though indie comics are the last good vestige of storytelling. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of this stuff that you're getting out here now, and I try to tell people, I was like, because most of these guys I get into debates with, and they're short debates. I don't even bother. I was like, bro, I said, I was reading this stuff, and no, I'm not trying to throw my age out there, but I was reading this stuff before you were even a sperm cell. So like, I mean, like what are you talking about? I said, this is that. With independent comics, you're literally getting good storytelling, original storytelling. It's to me, I feel as though I haven't, to be honest, the last good book I've read from Marvel was some of the early Immortal Hulk, and other than that, most of the stuff I've been reading is independent comics.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, I got the comics from you got.
Comics were on paper.
Yeah.
Let's get you
Indie comics is where it's at. I mean, I grew up in the Eastman and Laird's era when, like, before Ninja Turtles went to the cartoon, I was trying to tell people the books that I read, they were violent. Like, you know what I mean? They were killing stuff and throwing people off of buildings. Sometimes they fight each other. Those are the type of comics I remember. You know what I mean? It was good storytelling. It wasn't this. And yes, most comics, even when I was growing up, they had some type of social or political message within it, but they wasn't pushing this agenda stuff like it's doing now. You know?
Now it's you get a message in your comic now.
All right.
What do you think about Image now refusing to recognize the union?
Here's the problem. Was there a union formed? Did anybody hear about that? Because I looked at the charter and look, I was raised in it, you know, my parents worked at General Motors, so they were both UAW, and they had friends that were really, you know, like union, like they had you know, membership in the union and places in the union. Unions normally fight for Medicare and better payment and stuff, and I didn't see any of that in their charter. I didn't see any ask for better medical care or anything. unless there's more out there that I missed, it seemed like they were more concerned about who gets to publish there than they were about making things better for creators. But I don't know. Did you get a chance to look at that charter?
Yeah, we covered it a little bit last week, and a lot of their points, that was like their big get was wanting to be able to cancel any creator's book. Now, mind you, this isn't creator's image because there isn't any creator's image. This is the staff. So it's like 10 people. And it just goes to show you the mentality of some of these younger ones. So I imagine these are probably millennials. They're like, if we form a union, Image will do whatever we tell them. They're like, no, man, it works.
Hey, Varen, you mind if I tell these viewers to get these likes up real quick?
Yeah, sure. Appreciate it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you just stopped in here, enjoy the show. They are working hard to bring you this wonderful show and this exclusive content. Get these likes up. Check out the link so you go jumpstart or fuel it. What do you call it? Indiegogo's, Kickstarters, and everything they got going on. Let's go. Get them likes up. Get them likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
Music. They're picking up music.
That's not mine.
Yeah. So oops, there we go. We got I'm looking at the radio numbers. Okay, so on our Indie Volt radio, we actually have 72,102 listening. Thank you guys, right? Appreciate it. Right now, top country is Mexico. Indie Volt radio. Thank you.
That's good.
Hello, Mexico.
Yeah.
If y'all want to give something in that super chat, we hungry, man. Hit that super chat up. We need some ramens and hot dogs. Let's go.
Lola, there are no links in this private chat, but that's okay because I can get them out the regular.
Now let's take a moment to say hi to the chat. Pops checking in. Stellar panel. Thanks,
Hey,
Pops.
hello.
Grant checking in.
71 days. we should make that on Indie Volt, my 71-day campaign.
Yeah, thank you, Pops.
Yeah, Pops loves your hair, man.
Thank you.
Brian's with us. We have Shamika with us as well. And Fierce Play checking in.
Yeah, I'll try to pronounce OX.
Miss, I'm not going to say OX.
That's Miss Kingdom. That's Miss Kingdom.
Got Ms. Kingdom in there. Raymond.
Raymond Leonard, another fellow indie comic writer and producer right there.
Welcome, everyone.
None your business.
Business.
The guy who wrote that sounds like he needs some good old-fashioned high school bullying. Yeah, probably would help.
Yeah, I saw that comment popped up. I should have clicked on it faster. Classic. That's definitely good stuff. Sarah checking in. Good evening. Hi, Sarah. Always happy to have you. Nita checking in. Embarrassed or wanting a freebie? Like, oh, I'm sorry. Your ass is broke. You want my shit for free?
That's crazy, though. I mean, like, how often do you guys go through scenarios like that? I know you go through it a lot, Varian, don't you?
Well, with Lola, no. I mean, occasionally she'll get like somebody who just keeps sending her, like she gets penis pics all the time. That just happens. Yeah. Occasionally you'll get someone who steps out of line. Occasionally. And you're like, hey, stop it. This guy I'm not so mad with. I'm just mad at the level of disrespect and trying to, throw weight around. Like, I know people. I have a level of respect. Like, you've been making horrible handcrafted items for about 4 months, sir. Go away. So, I mean, I feel bad saying that, but I mean, it's like, and he trying to attach his wagons, like, I just don't. I wish I didn't have to go through it as much as I had, but at this point, Scott Pilgrim did it. I can do it.
Exactly.
I mean, should have just left it at a financial thing and just move along. I've had a bunch of people message me on my Kickstarters. I had to pull out, or can I adjust my pledge, or I'll work with you, or just let me know. But it's just like, I'm going to type up a novel, and just like spend hours and hours and hours on this reply. It's like, just dude, if you whatever, it didn't work out, just lucky. But now it's like gonna type out a novel and send it to you just to make sure that you know how he felt or whatever.
Sarah's on hard times.
I got dick pics too, but I turned mine into a book.
Oh my god!
Shit.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Eric? I'm sorry.
I was reading Sarah's comment.
Mhm.
She gets dick pics and she's unimpressed.
See, I'll tell you guys something. And this is the dick pic thing. I never knew it was supposed to be my dick. I thought I could just send any. I didn't know, so no. There was a lot of disappointment when I would show up. If the girls that come over, there was a lot of disappointment and confusion. I never knew I was supposed to send mine. I did want to. We do have a bit of breaking news. Indie Volt now has 2,000 subs, so thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Right.
Yeah. Across the 2,000 mark.
And you thought it would take till Grand Rapids to get it.
Yeah. I would have lost. I'd have been that guy sweating in the back of the bar, like at the beginning of Law and Order, Criminal Intent. Just that. I've been watching a lot of that show lately because I'm all through Law and Order. So now, now I'm just really paranoid of everyone. Everyone's like a rapist or a killer. Everyone.
He went like this. You had to see. He said, "No, I'm just paranoid." Everybody.
Everyone's like a Ted Bundy, right? Just like the pretty boy face. You're like, I didn't know he's a serial killer. It's like,
hey, not every good guy is a serial killer, okay? Some of us are nice.
Good guy is a serial killer.
Let's take a look. I know now. Oops, Mr. Watson, you got Emerald Quest. I'm gonna bring it up here. See, I have the good quality tech over here, Eric.
I posted links in the chat, and the links are also in the description of this video.
Sweet. Yeah, a lot of good it's gonna do me over here. You post them in the private chat. As I needed them in the private chat, but I can fix it.
Most epic. What figures are those in the background? You muted, bro.
You're muted.
Sorry. Tons of figures in the background. I got the Street Fighter figures back there. Several anime joints, Vegeta, say One Punch Man, a couple Harry Potter figures back there, some old school G.I. Joe figures, Walking Dead, McFarlane toys when they were cool.
Oh,
tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
that new figure he came out on Kickstarter, that was kind of cool though.
Don't get me wrong. McFarlane has some good stuff, but he's trying to get back into that staction figure stuff. And I told nobody wants that stuff where it's just like stiff, but then the arm go up and down and stuff like that. I don't know. And he has this fascination with Batman for some reason. He's just like shooting out everything. Don't get me wrong. Batman's a wonderful character, but everything is Batman. Like, I'm like, come on. All right. Like,
he know when he bought that DC license what he was buying.
Yeah. I do like his figures though, because I do review them. You know what I'm saying myself. But I mean, like, he already has like, I'd say like 9 versions of Batman out there already.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Here's Emerald Quest. Now, this is Mr. Watson. Yeah. Tried to say it as deeply as I could. Let me play the video here. Everyone else's trailer loses tonight. I don't know if you're listening on Indie Volt Radio, you have missed a treat, a visual treat. Damn you, Michael. Damn you.
Uh,
Yeah, that was impressive. That was cool.
I'm very lucky, and I cheat. The school that I went to, Columbus College of Art and Design, I still live down here in Columbus. They do an internship program, and I check to see the qualifications for being able to do that. So every year I go and I rally up some interns, anywhere from 2 to 3, and they help me throughout the year. And right before the pandemic, one of the interns laid out that entire thing, but we didn't get to finish it. And shout out to Fish Lee, who's an amazing artist. He was able to come in and finish up like the last 10 frames of that for me and get that all knocked out.
So I can get interns to do animated trailers for me.
Yeah.
This is brilliant. Thank you.
all you gotta do, man, is check the school's paperwork requirement. If you can fill out the paperwork and you have an answer for like a legitimate answer for all the things they have on their paperwork, you can do internships.
Paperwork? Never mind, I'm out.
I could imagine like I'd be trying to get interns. Sounds great in theory, except if you want to work for me, because everyone's an intern. No one gets paid anything, so it's great.
Yeah.
So Emerald Quest. Yeah. So that's how you do his credits. And was it used to have the one gum Trident Layers. That's what I paid them at. $3,226. You're already past your goal. 96 backers, 12 days to go.
Awesome. That is fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. Congrats.
Congratulations. That is fantastic.
Awesome. Yeah.
Appreciate it very much.
Way to go.
Tell us about it. This book.
Emerald Quest takes place in a world called Albion, and as legend would have it, several thousand years ago, this planet was in a constant state of war. On the inside of the planet, at the center's core, it is powered and given life by a giant emerald. This emerald kind of wears its feelings on its sleeves like I do, and is very sensitive. So with all this war and hate and bloodlust that's happening on this planet, the emerald actually shattered the entirety of the planet. So now the planet is broken up into several giant continents that are floating land masses with their own magical atmosphere. And as the lore and legend continues to grow about it, it's said that whoever can harness and gather all of the shards from the emerald and reform it, they will be able to shape this planet in whatever way they see fit. Where we pick up is thousands of years later. These continents are still in a state of war, and it is an arms race for the emerald shards. Our main character, her name is Marky. She is the youngest general in her queen's army at the age of 15. She's what I would say is a military savant. Tactics, weapons, fighting styles, aggressiveness, and her battlefield skills are keen. This story is going to be about who she is, where she comes from, and where she's going. We have a large cast of awesome characters that we'll be following on different paths to where this book, where we've plotted it at, will end in a super epic conclusion of issue 25.
I think that I was looking at the art here.
Brad has the question for you.
I've been meaning to ask, what the heck are the lyrics to that song? Are they real words or gibberish?
So the trailer was a Amish trailer. A huge My Hero Academia fan, and they have a trailer where they did pretty much like cosplay with swords and magic and dragons and stuff. And so our trailer was an homage to that, and we just used the same music that they have on there because it was dope.
Yeah, that's I mean, there's only one song. I like the My Hero Academia opening. Still for me, and that's probably that's really high, like my top 5.
Okay.
But number one is still Evangelion.
Ooh, okay. You get pick.
Yeah, that's
still
still
not
number one.
fair.
I tried to get very into watch anime, but he just dips his toe in the pool. He won't jump in.
You know what? I got out when, like, I remember going to like FYE, and it was just one little small rack of projects, or like VHS tapes, and they put it right next to the porn because it was just a small step anyway, and on the road to deviancy. But no, it was so it was like a couple of movies, and then it started blowing up, and it's on my TV every Saturday morning, and I just got like, I don't know, I think I got kind of hipsterish. Like I like that.
What, My Hero Academia?
No, My Hero. No. My Hero
Oh.
is fantastic. I love that.
Yeah.
I just there's some animes that came out recently, not recently, but like in the 2000s that I wasn't a fan. Yeah.
I was watching. I think I watched this one anime called Demon Slayer because I'm a big. I love anime.
Yeah,
Demon Slayer is actually pretty good. There's some mainstream anime that I've gotten into that at first I was reluctant to because you got to understand I'm coming off the cusp of stuff like Ninja Scroll, Ninja Chronicle,
Ninja Scroll,
Geno Cyber, and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? Like the good, like the highly drawn, the well detailed, highly animated good stuff. So a lot of this stuff I watch, and a lot of the young people are like, "Oh, this was so awesome." I watch it. I'll be like, "This stuff was boring and long, whatever." You know what I'm saying? But two animes that I happened to watch that were recent that were actually really good was and it made me read the manga was what was that? Demon Slayer. The one with the giants. What is that?
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. You got it. And I try to tell people, I say, yeah, the artwork looks a little bit weird or, not what we're used to watching, but it is a phenomenal story and it is brutal. It's brutal.
Well, the Demon Slayer movie that just came out in 2020 was officially the highest grossing film of 2020.
It was great. Did you see
$494 million?
It was absolutely amazing. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
I haven't got a chance to see it, but I've read the manga.
Make sure you get some Kleenexes.
Yeah, it's good, but it's deep, man. It's
the
deep.
second season of Demon Slayer is actually the movie. They've expanded it out into a 24 episode thing. So
see, I would want for me it was I think it was like Yu-Gi-Oh where I was like, okay, I've had enough. Like that's and my son is like, I love that anime, and I'm like, shut up. It's not anime.
Dude, watch the original Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh yeah, they had
not the stuff they bring over to the States.
Yeah,
come on, that armband
with Dragon Ball.
disc
They
thing,
did that with Dragon Ball and
thing.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yep.
They toned it down for American consumption over here because like when you watch it, they cursing like the Japanese unedited
Master
version,
Roshi,
it's blood and all that other stuff. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like when they show Piccolo get whacked in half, there was blood and all that other stuff, on the Japanese version.
So it's bringing out the weebs in the chat. Sarah says
get
Death
the weebs
Note
out.
got her hooked.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Brad Aarney, One Punch Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
Brad, One Punch Man.
This is all
Tim,
Michael
what's going
Watson's fault. This is all Mike Watson's fault.
Mrs. Berserk, Fist of the North Star. Those are great ones.
Oh, Berserk was amazing. Listen to me. That's another one. Believe it or not, the new Berserk that's premiering on Netflix, it's actually really good. It's done in like 3D animation style, and I'm not a big fan. I love hand-drawn anime, but it's done in like a 3D animation style, and it's actually literally better than the one from the early 90s.
It's a continuation of the story, too.
Yeah, and actually they go more in depth, too.
Interesting.
High School of the Dead was good, though, but if you read the manga is something totally different.
High School of the Dead is one of the best zombie series ever.
True. I agree.
And
we're getting off track. Let's get back to back to Emerald Quest.
I'm sorry.
oh, it's fine, man. It's a geek conversation. That's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
We start arguing. What do you mean? Strike Back is the best yet. I've seen guys fight about that. Like, what do you mean Empire was the best one? Fuck you.
He said, what do you mean Empire?
It was Attack of the Clones.
What do you mean Empire was the best one?
You got some stretch goals here. Digital concept art book 3,500 and the prequel concept to comic 4,000. And
yes. That concept book is for a while we were trying to actually turn it into a children's book. So pretty much all the pages, which are like 24 pages, double page spreads are in there. Plus all the original artwork from the first character designs and stuff. The Emerald Crest project is a project I've been working on almost as long as I've been working on Hot Shot all the way back in college. So it's been through its stages and metamorphosis.
That's cool.
And this is the first book in a new series, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Number one issue. We did have all 3 issues done, but once I got the new editors on board, we've had a couple conversations and we decided to get the second issue redrawn. But that's halfway done right now.
Yeah, that cover's beautiful.
Yeah, with the skull and the sword, that's lit.
I like that.
Thank you.
Very cool.
How many? Am I able to ask how many pages? Or no?
22 to 24 pages each issue.
Okay, cool, good.
The artist for the one with the sword and the skull, her name is Ramina Jones.
These are all good covers.
Thank you, sir.
Got a trading card set. Nice.
Oh, variant holofoil.
Hey, I've just dipped my toe into the holofoil covers with my last Kickstarter. People love them.
Oh man, because it makes you feel like you got something premium or something that's worth something. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because when I used to get the holofoil cards back when with the Marvel cards in the 90s and stuff, I just felt as though like I just like struck gold or something like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I know with all the holo cards I have, and like the cards and the comics, man, I buy them all. Like Eric, I make the joke that I think I have the world's largest Clive Barker Hypermind comic collection. I've got a series of them. Every time I say that book, it screams 90s decadence.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
I have to buy it.
Why don't you take pictures sometime so we can see them? Like post them up on Instagram or something like that.
I just might I'm buying them all. Hey, do you have this comic? I'll buy it. Send it to me.
There's a cult following for holofoil. Seriously. They love you. I'm in some groups where like they go nuts for holofoil anything.
What, are they like freebasing it or something or what?
They just love them. They love them. I mean, shoot, some people think I'm crazy for collecting action figures. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I've discovered lately the holofoil covers. Obviously, I'm late to the party on that, and the metal bookmarks. People
right,
metal
exactly.
bookmarks.
They love them, right?
They'll buy a metal bookmark before they actually buy a book.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, so you got 12 days to go, folks, to get over there and pick up. Oh, sorry about that. My microphone wanted to cut off on me. You got 12 days to get over there and pick up this book, Emerald Quest #1 over on Kickstarter. The description is in the link is in the description of the video. And this book, by the way, Mike, would you say that what's the age rating on this particular book?
Oh, we're always, if you are comfortable with your kids watching MCU movies, then you're good with our books.
Okay.
I'll be sure to share this link on my fan page as well.
Thank you.
Brian's gonna buy it, saying it's for his kid. That's really
yeah. Ships in December 2021 next month, folks. So go over there and check it out. The $5 tier is for the digital copy. You can get yourself a physical edition, 10 and print it here, and it ships anywhere in the world. So let's make Michael hate that decision. I shouldn't have put that worldwide shipping in there, man. Those folks are crazy. It's Emerald Quest over on Kickstarter, folks. Please check it out. I laughed about the MCU thing because I got a chance to see Eternals.
Oh okay.
Man. And
how was
let me tell you, here's the thing. My expectations were so low going in. I enjoyed the hell out of it. However, there was something that happened in that movie. That was the first MCU love scene.
Yep.
I heard about that.
Yeah, and let me tell you something. I shipped it uncomfortably. During the scene.
They said they're going to take it out. They said they're going to take it out because a lot of people felt this
really?
a little bit too. Yeah, they're going to take it out. Well, I've been looking on a couple of I was looking on a couple of sites and it was like, yeah, Disney is going to pull that scene out and all this other stuff and this is that and the other. They said
China refuses to It's all about the China money.
Yeah, yes it is. That's where they get most of their money from.
Well, I've been seeing a lot of
It's like we're doing in Star Wars. They took the black people out just so it would sell in China.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
on the movie
Get your
poster,
black
yeah.
ass off their booze.
Oh my god.
Well, Facebook is even banning people from checking in, seeing the movie Internals. I've been seeing a lot of friends that try to post a review. They're getting like 3-day bans and stuff. So,
yep.
Even people posting that they were there at the theater watching it. Their
Wait,
stuff was
so Facebook is basically canceling the Eternals.
You can't talk about it.
You can't talk about it.
So weird.
You can't talk about it.
I thought they were
Du
all
willst du, what the Gestapo says, so you will be.
Wait, so Disney is at the bad end of the Gestapo right now?
Yeah, because they want China money.
Yes. Quaff. How do I pronounce it? Quaff or quaff? Quaff?
Quaff. You got it right the first time.
Go on YouTube and start saying certain things about the Eternals and watch what happens.
Okay.
Because I do movie reviews and stuff like that. I've been laying off of them for a bit because certain videos of mine have been getting demonetized because I said certain things. I'm not supposed to give my opinion on certain movies and all this other stuff, whatever the case may be. And it was like demonetized, limited. I was like, okay, all right, I get it.
So I'm hearing you're going to start a channel on Rumble.
Yeah. Or maybe OnlyFans. You get to see some old ass and get a movie review.
There's a it's that love scene. I was like, whoa, and I'm like, I don't think I can let my son see this. And it was because it was quick, but it was enough to make me say, really, Marvel? Like I thought I didn't see the Netflix logo before this. I didn't we were doing this.
They snuck it in. They're like Varian said, they snuck it. Like they didn't even sneak it in there. It was like they went from this to this. Like, you know what I'm saying? You was like, what the? You know what I'm saying? And no, I'm not homophobic or anything like that. Because that's the first thing people are gonna be like, oh, you're homophobic. No, I'm just like, give me a second to process this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? My kids was watching or whatever the case may be, or like,
I didn't know.
I think there's like a Fortnite version of a popular shooter game over there in China, and when people die, they don't just die; they wave and they disappear because they don't, that's how they censor it over there because they don't show people dying. They wave.
Unbelievable! This is the one time I never wanted to see what the next 5 years would bring me. I'm being honest. I mean, before I was always like, and in the future, when I was a kid, and in the future, we're gonna be flying cars, we're gonna be doing this, and fast forward to today, I don't even want the future to come. I really don't. I
keep trying to vote for Giant Meteor, but he refuses.
Yeah, right. Let's pray for Giant Meteor.
Yeah.
Make us whole.
The hole in the world.
I'm starting to think. I think the Amish had something going.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're
I'm looking at them and I'm like, I think they knew something was going on.
You're right.
Roadkill Rampage, number
awesome.
1.
Love the name already. Love it.
There we go.
Now, this one is I'm gonna play the intro of the video here, and got 9 days left for this. It's Roadkill Rampage 2. Love that car. Here we go.
Wow, nice intro, man. Loving that.
Thank you.
So you're over your goal too. You were asking 1,500. You got 3,047 so far through 75 backers.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations, brother.
Thank you.
I love this image here with the car here, and then the specter like in the back, when they're all made out of birds. I'm always worried now because I know my feathers look like leaves. So imagining my birds was like bats when I draw them. I'm gonna relearn to draw everything now.
Those aren't leaves.
No. Those are bird wings. I can't draw bird wings. Let me take a look at. Oops.
We've jumped into the holofoil game too.
There you go.
And I
There you
agree
go.
with Mike, man. We're a little late to the game, but everybody was like, "We gotta have holofoils. Gotta have holofoils."
Right.
I'm like, really?
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
Is that art done? Is that art done by Steph?
Yeah. It's Steph Wilson, indeed.
Yes, indeed. Good stuff. Good stuff, man.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Very good.
And we're
I'm very
returning.
interested in this book, like as well as yours, Epic Art.
Yeah, it's if you guys are fans of just old black and white horror,
Yes.
comics, this is right up your alley. Some of you who know me know that I did a lot of all ages books for a long stretch of time, and I just wanted to, and I was kind of getting pigeonholed into that genre, and I wanted to spread my wings because I felt that I had more to offer than that, and I've always wanted to do horror. I was a big fan of horror growing up, so this is my foray into the black and white horror genre. So I'm very excited about it. Issue 1 was very well received. And this issue, it funded in 24 hours. So we were very grateful, thankful, to everybody for that. And I can't wait for issue 2 to get out for everybody to check it out. It's just a good old romp through the dark, scary forest. A young woman is being pursued by the evil that is pursuing her. She doesn't know what it is or why it is, just knows that it's evil and it's coming for her. So if you like, if you're a fan of that kind of stuff, this is right. This is the one for you.
Some of
the artwork there, the interior artwork there. John Langley is the artist on issue 2.
Oh man, I'm loving how you drew the guys right there. I like that look right there.
Yeah.
I love black and white art. I go nuts for black and white art.
Yeah.
I was gonna point out that crow in that first panel is wicked good. Like that is a thorough ass crow. Textured, eye shadow, murdered that crow, man.
And the perfect thing about that is, I thumbnailed the first 3 pages out, and that first panel is right out of my head. So when he showed it to me, I was like, excellent. This is so perfect. And I just got so excited, and it just got better as the book went on. So
Brian says Roadkill Rampage puts me in the mind of supernatural, but also giving me something new.
It's there's definitely supernatural elements to it. So
is that a Challenger, Dodge Challenger?
Yeah, 69 Dodge Challenger. But yeah, that's issue 2 is kind of my setup issue. It's a 4-issue miniseries, and this is kind of going to raise a bunch of questions for you. You're going to love it, but it's going to frustrate you because it's kind of like the end of Empire Strikes Back, where you're like, oh man, what the hell? So, but yeah, it's a fun little ride, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. Yeah. Awesome.
Looks great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Looks great. Looks very good.
I'm just going through right now. There's the Sean Langley cover. There's is that Eamon Hill?
Eamon Hill, yeah.
Eamon Hill. Okay.
Wow, that looks serious.
Yeah.
That's pretty nasty. I love that one.
Mm-hmm.
I like this one. Sean.
And we got Sean Horney. He did a variant cover for us in issue 1, and he came back again and do another one for issue 2.
That's great.
We have
that looks awesome too.
Andre Ausch, who is pretty big in the Marvel sketch cards arena. This is actually his first variant, and we offered it to him, and he was kind of surprised because he hadn't done a variant, hadn't done a cover before, and he was worried about him being good enough. We're like, dude, just do your thing. It's gonna rock. Don't worry about it. And as you guys can see, he crushed it.
Mm-hmm.
And then couple different things here. We got so you got the, and by the way, this is a return to form for Steph, because the last 2 weeks we've had Steph Wilson covers on the show that were stepped away from what he's known for. They were fully covered, just kind of modest, and I was like, really? Hmm.
What was that with the turtles and Swamp Thing? It looked like.
Yeah.
Those are commissions that are available. There's
wow, that Swamp Thing looks amazing.
Oh, thank you. That's Sean. He has 2 available, and I have 1 available.
Oh, awesome!
And
that looks
for
great.
9x12 full color for that price that's a really good price.
Good.
The complete roadkill package, $175, gets you every cover, including the sketch cover.
Yeah. Enamel pen, all the holofoil sticker, all that fun stuff. The metal card set. Get it all.
That's pretty cool. You got a couple different packages on here now. You've let's see here. This all ships in February 2022 anywhere in the world with the PDF package, of course. But if you want the physical, then you should, because we love physical copies here. Shipping anywhere in the world too, it looks like.
Yeah.
Cool. You know what I say when Indie Volt Radio has that global audience? Make these people regret it. Make them question their life choices. Make them call me and say, "Hey, your listenership has ruined me." So I can say, "Oh, you got the Indie Volt bump. Goodbye."
Had to change my phone number, change my email.
Yeah. Go over and check it out over on Kickstarter as well, folks. That is Roadkill Rampage number 1 through 2. More savagery at every turn. I want
Rodney,
to
may I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What inspired your art style?
Well, that's not my artwork. That is actually Sean Langley's artwork. I wrote it.
Okay. What inspired you to do that type of story? Because you said you were previously into doing more so children's books.
Yeah. I have a part-time job where I deliver vehicles for pharmaceutical companies and various other companies.
Right.
So I'm on the road a lot, and I see a lot of roadkill. One particular day, I was in construction traffic, and there was this baby raccoon on the side of the road.
Right.
And it was just laying there, looked like it was asleep, no outward body trauma
entrails or anything. Right.
Yeah, and his hand was kind of out there like this, and it was just this little tiny hand. It was just really cute. And I just felt so bad for it, because I thought to myself, where was he going? What was he doing? Who's waiting on him? Who's going to miss him? And that just started spinning in my head. So I grabbed my phone real quick, and I just started talking into the video recorder. And in about 20 minutes, I had the premise for this book. And it was intended just to be a one-shot.
Right.
But as we got into it, we were so happy with the way issue 1 turned out that it just kept growing in my head. So we turned it from a one-shot to a 4-issue miniseries.
So you know what? The way I'm looking at it, and pardon me if I'm wrong, you're pretty much saying that every corpse has a story, correct?
Yeah.
Awesome. Love it.
I did want to say to just to make sure we're continually demonetizing this video. We know I thought about that, Dene. You did some movie reviews. I was wondering if you can give me a pre-movie review on another movie making the rounds before it's even out. And that's Rust, because something else happened on the set today. Did you guys hear about
man.
Oh no!
Man,
Something
your
else?
boy,
Another person gets shot?
What, they let Alec Baldwin back or something?
No, this is what happened. They actually, a man, I'm not sure what his job on the set was. I forgot. He was bit by a brown recluse spider.
Yep.
And rather than going to the hospital, I guess he went back to his hotel first. And now he's probably going to lose his arm. Like the pictures are on TMZ.
Oh my God.
His arm, you can see like the internals of his arm, like the skin. It's like a corn dog when it.
Oh.
Yeah,
that fucking production is just a shit show,
it's
man.
Cursed.
It's cursed. That is literally, whether you believe in God or forces in the universe saying like, Alec Baldwin, you cannot do this. You will not do this. So I mean, like,
I didn't know they were still shooting. I thought
Yeah,
they
returned back to
canceled
filming.
it.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh!
So I just
After that, I'd have just packed up.
You
I'd be
shot the
like,
director and the DP. I mean,
crazy.
Cancel the film.
I just
things are a premonition or an omen, man. Plain and simple. Like you just leave it. Just leave it.
Shot the spider.
Yeah.
Shot the spider.
Be like, hey, look at freaks.
I just someone. So if you go check out TMZ.com for that story, I've never seen the inside of a human arm like that. I've seen the inside of my own leg.
Yeah, a buddy of mine got bit by a brown recluse. Yeah, they're no joke.
Yeah,
they are no joke.
Yeah, I knew a kid that got bit by a spider. He had a full ride scholarship to Tennessee to play football. And 2 weeks before he was to leave to go to school, he got bit on the top of his foot, like up here, and it just ate a huge hole in the top of his foot. And he was done. He couldn't play football anymore. And
that's crazy.
Yeah, it was crushing, man, just to watch it happen to him, because he was such a phenomenal athlete. Damn spider.
Yeah, just a dumb little
That
spider.
was one of the complaints is reason why they go to the hospital, because the shoot's like in the middle of nowhere, and the crew was complaining of not being given hotels on site, so they had to drive an hour
they
away.
Said he's a bum director, producer, everything. They said safety doesn't mean anything to him, and all, like, because a lot of that has to do, and again, this is just my opinion, a lot of that has to do with Alec Baldwin. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't want to really. He doesn't take people's safety into consideration. And even if somebody hands me a gun or whatever the case may be, my first thing is to check to see if it's, if there's a round, if there's a live round in it or whatever. He just gonna point it at somebody and all this.
Well, I thought I saw that the crew actually went on strike. The union crew went on strike, and then that was when they hired in.
That was the second crew. The one that's having the issues now, that's the second crew. The original one, a lot of people didn't make the cut because they didn't want to be part of it. They was like, nah, safety regulations. This guy doesn't care about this. He's not giving us lunch. He's not letting us do this. Want us to sleep on set. Like, come on, bro. You know,
48-hour days.
Yeah. Wet shop tactics.
I imagine there may be scenes in that movie that might be filmed without a permit as well now. Like, yeah, we're gonna go to City Street, because I remember looking at something. They said, I forget which movie it is, gonna haunt me all night now. But it's a pretty popular movie from like the 80s where they didn't have any rights.
Yeah, it was Terminator. They did a lot of guerrilla filming. They went and shot at night. They went real quick before the police would show up and shoot scenes, get it done. Yeah, I just saw that yesterday.
I know Amityville Horror had that issue kind of like too.
Yeah.
They had rights, but they just kept having there's a difference. They kept having problems on the set, no bull.
Yeah.
Amityville Horror, the original one, they kept having problems on the set. A person got killed, the crane and all that, like all sorts of stuff was happening on that set.
Yeah. I'll tell you this. I made a movie once, and I am very glad that the only thing I had was actors not show up. Which we never put the movie out, but still, I'm very happy about that because my movie sets were very safe. He didn't even have did I feed people? I don't even think I fed them. Wow. Oh,
well, I guess when you do porn variant, They was like, all right, everybody pull their pants up, let's go. Nobody's eating.
No one has to eat anything. Here's a Paper Cut 2, issue 0, Kiss from a Rose comic book re-release. A sold out 28-page full-color comic from 2013 aims to get reprinted in 2021 based on a 2013 Kentucky feature film.
Mm-hmm.
Paper Cut 2.
Mostly shot in Stamford, Kentucky.
Awesome.
I'm going to play this video, and then we'll talk about this. Here we go.
Here's Chuck, an average guy from an average town.
Where have you been? I called you over an hour ago.
With a serious addiction to video games. And a girlfriend who doesn't approve.
Oh, hi, Charles. Both Jules and I work late tonight, and...
You want me to babysit?
Only for a few hours.
Uncle Charlie?
I'll be sure that we could all do more family things together.
Uncle Chuck's a G.I. Joe.
Just when everything was going so well,
Nicole? Sally?
he must make a choice that will change his life forever.
No more games.
Say it with me. Green is good.
He sets out on a redemptive rampage to save the kids.
I need a better firing position. Go wide.
Leaving a path of destruction behind him.
Police, along with federal authorities, found a cache of drugs and weapons inside the vehicles on the property.
It's about Charles.
Leading him to his greatest challenge yet.
Go to hell. My dear child, I tan on the shores of hell.
Paper Cut 2. Starring Bryan Sanders, Sarah Piles, Frederick Solano, Danielle Bayslice, Jordan Farley, Kayla Gill, Benjamin Wood, Tom Sullivan, Laura Kirkpatrick, Jamie Phillips, Milton Knight, Mojo Nixon, Jesse Sosa, Ian McIntosh, Matt Forbeck, and myself. Check out www.papercut2.com. Paper Cut 2, coming soon. A Studio Sandman production.
I have to see this. I have to see this. I love indie films that with B movie quality. I love it. I have to see this film.
And that was the narrator of the trailer was Duke Nukem himself.
Yeah, really?
Also the voice of Big the Cat from Sonic Adventure.
Whoa, really? You got the actual voice of Duke? That's cool.
And Mojo Nixon, who played in the Super Mario Brothers movie, he phones in a cameo in this movie when we do the homage scene for the Mario Brothers. Tom Sullivan, he's the guy that created the Evil Dead Necronomicon. He has a cameo in the Evil Dead scene. So this movie was really just kind of like a parody of pop culture and stuff. There's like a little mixed in original story, but it was just a lot of parody pop culture stuff about, like 80 films and video games that I liked. And this movie's almost 10 years old. It was one of my first produced feature films. I've done a lot of producing on the side, but this is one where I actually put down the money and paid the actors, bought the props, bought the car. The two cars in the featured in the trailer, they're in my driveway right now, the 76 Cougar and the 94 Camaro. I still got them.
Awesome.
So, but I'm actually working on another comic book series, but in the meantime, while I'm working on that, this comic book series actually got re-released because I met a stretch goal in my previous comic book. So then, this comic book was 4 issues based on that feature film that I did. And the first one comic got reprinted of the 4. And now this one is going to be the second one of the 4. Just redo them. And because there was just some interest, and it's been 10 years. They've been out of print for 6 years. So there's just kind of resurgence because I'm trying to make a Paper Cut 3. I'm saving money up for that. So maybe that's what this is going to reintroduce everything to the next generation. So, but one of my first Comic Cons and comic panels, I showed this off. And Rodney, you were there because I was in there at Frankfurt at the Moonlight Comics and Jay Kirkman and them. And that was one of my first panel shows. And this was when it was first released. So that's a long way back. But here we are on the same panel again. So
I remember.
Wow.
But no, it was a really cool project and really expensive. It was 3 years of shooting weekend to weekend, paycheck to paycheck, using all my friends. And then, it was like $20,000 over 3 years. And it was just really really stressful. I mean, this is the first thing I've done anything like this, and was just really stressful. I was even just a miracle to God that it even got finished, because all the actors wouldn't show up, and the police were called, and then stuff would break down, and we shot too much. Camera broken and stuff. But so all the things except anyone dying on rust. I mean, I've not had that yet. But
At least nobody got bit by a spider.
Yeah. So, but no, this was a really cool, fun movie project, and I actually did this whole backwards. Knowing the process now of doing this, I would have made the comic books first, then the movie. I did the hard part first, and was like, okay, I got to switch to a comic book, because do another movie is just so expensive. It's so hard. Right. So I just I'm sticking to comic books now for the meantime. So.
From the desk of small publisher Jody McPhee in the house says, "This looks like a classic B movie." Yeah, I want to see it. I need to.
I know, right?
Yeah. This needs to be on Indie Volt TV. What is wrong with you, Sandman? What's wrong with that?
So Sandman, there's no film. That was just a trailer. There's no film.
There is the full release film, and we actually shot so much footage for that film. We actually made a little another short film called Chuck's New Job. And that's where I got to drive around the Ghostbusters car and bust ghosts. So that was a little scene. I actually got Jesse Sosa and Ian McIntosh, who worked on the Ghostbusters 2019 video game, and they have a cameo in the movie as a voiceover. And Ian McIntosh, he now works for Destiny. He worked on the Destiny video game. And Ian McIntosh, I think he did some stuff with the new Duke Nukem and like Gearbox software, I think. That's where he's done some stuff now. But I'm just working with a lot of pop culture references, and just kind of all just kind of shot locally. We had one of the lead actresses in our movie was from our hometown, and she made like the top 3 runner-up on America's Next Top Model. So we got to use her, and so I mean, if I was to make a Paper Cut 3, I'm not going to act anymore. I'm not jumping over and doing cart flips, and I'm over that. I'm almost 40, so I'm not doing I'm just going to write the checks and make the props and make the artwork, and that's what I'm going to do. But,
now, can we get the film in the?
That's what I was.
Yes.
I mean, that's what I really want to see that film. No bull.
No, I do have the movie is released on free for on my YouTube stream, but for some of the rewards for the Kickstarter, I've bundled into DVDs with the comic book re-release. Okay. So like if you scroll down, let's see here. There's some. Let's see here. Let me pull up the thing. So there's just kind of the background of everything and how it just some of the updates, and I illustrated the cover and the interior artwork of this one, but I got a guest artist, Tommy Shelton, to do the coloring for me. Coloring's not my best suite. I got a nice Wacom tablet over Christmas, but I'm having a hard time transitioning. What they say, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I'm having a hard time to do the stylus versus the Photoshop straight on. But no, I'm working on it, so I can bundle up the DVD with the comic books, and then I've also bundled in some of the other rewards for my other comic book series that I'm working on called For Freedom, and that's the main comic book series that I'm working on right now, and it's all the posters behind me on my wall. Because I've kind of retired Paper Cut too, but it does have a nice soft part in my heart of all the time of working with it, the good memories and bad memories. So the fact that there's enough people interested to reprint a book that's been out of print it's been out of print for almost 10 years, but it's been sold out for almost 6, and have enough people just to be like still want it. I'm like, okay. I mean, if give what the people want, the people want a book that's been, out of print for 10 years, I'll remake it. So that's what I'm doing with it. But it was really kind of a labor of love and just a lot of good talented people, pros and local people working on it and stuff. And it just turned out really good.
That's cool. Paper Cut 2.
And there was a Paper Cut 1, so that was shot in 2005. That goes back even more than 10 years, but I just kind of expanded upon it. The Paper Cut 1 was a little short film I did in college for $10 and a box of clothes from Goodwill, and then I just increased the production 5 years later. Like, okay, I'm up the budget a little bit, so that's what happened with this one. So in theory, Paper Cut 3 would probably be like a $40,000 movie. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Still working on it. Still got a script made though, so the script's done. So.
That's great. That's great.
Cool.
I definitely have to see that first film. I have to see that first film.
It's over on Kickstarter, folks. Go check it out. Description. The link is in the description of the video. Now we have. Why is my link? Oh, there it is. Okay. I was looking in the wrong tab. Shotgun Samurai. Who's responsible for this? I know who's responsible for it. Waff.
Hey,
I'll play this intro.
Yeah. Or okay. I have a live action trailer. I feel like we're kind of in a live action mood right now. So I'm like, ooh, play that one.
You have a live action?
What do you guys want to see? The live action or my comic?
I want to see the live action one.
Okay, it's the I think it's the second one.
This one here?
There you go.
Yes,
there you go.
No, that's the one. Yeah.
All right. What is that?
What just happened? You skipped to the end.
Yeah.
Little flapjacks on the countryside, in the hills, nowhere to hide. Ninjas waiting, ready to strike. Who can save us now?
Got a shotgun. I love it.
Shotgun samurai in their sights. Shotgun samurai strikes with might. A worthy opponent here to fight. Shotgun boom. Shotgun boom. Shotgun in their sights.
I like how the guy goes and uses samurai swords. He dips and does gun kata.
Exactly.
What are you talking about swords? I got a shotgun.
Yeah, don't bring a sword to a shotgun fight, everybody.
Exactly.
This is my boomstick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah, that was for
a cold suit where he shot him at, so you know that guy's done. Like
it's a shotgun. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, exactly.
So the first time Quaff, that you were on the show, you this was I think the very first time it was was it a webcomic? Was it webtoon?
Yeah. Originally it was this was a webtoon. So about like a good chunk of it is on webtoon, but then and then I finished off the first arc, and that's all going to be compiled into this one book. So it's basically there's like maybe 9 chapters on webtoons, but then there's 2 more chapters that are in this book that's completely brand new material.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but you're remastering a lot of your frames and some of your panels and stuff too, right?
Some, but not.
I remember there was this one really cool camera shot that was really showed. You had a good eye for framing a scene.
I like that artwork right there.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. This is a fun little thing I'm running right now. Is a 1-page book that you can get with my Shotgun Samurai book. So it's called Nuclear Warhead Samurai.
Yeah, I was looking at it. So there's Shotgun Samurai, and then there's Nuclear Warhead Samurai.
So it's it's a big fat book paired with a very small book, so you get best of both worlds.
Cool. Cool. Sounds good.
Nuclear Warhead Samurai. Yeah, actually, so if you see, I actually have the proof copy in my hand right now. This is actually getting ready to print.
Let me see. Let me bring it up.
Oh yeah. So if you want to see how big this actually looks in real life.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a nice book.
Yeah. It's a nice thick manga, so it's going to be completely black and white. Shotgun
reads
Samurai.
Right to left.
No, it reads like an American book. So
okay.
yeah, 'cause I'm American and I think American. So I
you
write
got it.
American.
You got it.
Yeah. So basically Shotgun Samurai. It's pretty self-explanatory by the title. It's about a wandering samurai going through Japan, trying to redeem his terrible past, and the best way to do that is with a shotgun. So thank you.
I like the fact that everyone else is pulling out their weapons and
Right, he just blowing them away.
Yeah.
yeah,
Blowing them away.
Yeah. I know this idea came up as this is a joke between me and my friend. We were just like, he needed a cosplay, and I was like, I have a toy shotgun. Why don't you dress up as and he had like the samurai outfit, and I was like, why don't you dress up as a shotgun samurai?
Mm.
He was like, that doesn't exist, and I said, oh yeah, watch me.
He was like,
Now
take this. Now it does.
Yeah.
Now it does.
I sat down and I drew the first 3 pages that night, and I was like, look, it's real. Cosplay now.
Nice.
Yeah. And now it says we love the idea so much we ran with it, and now it's this book is 288 pages.
Wow, that's
amazing.
For real.
Your favorite character will be George.
Yes. I'm pretty sure it will. That's he's my favorite character too.
There's the scene. Scroll up a little bit.
Oh, this one I remember
that
this.
one there.
Yeah, we talked about this because that perspective on there is pretty hard to achieve, especially I mean, they're I'd find a way to artistically not do it.
I know. I tried. I was like, can I not do this page? But the story told me to do it. I was like, you have to do it, and I was like, I don't want to do it, but then I told myself to do it. And I was like, all right, I'll do it. It needs to be done.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving that scene right there too.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it took me like a week to figure out how to do it. I was like, Jesus Christ.
I'm a big fan of black and white art. I mean, you can draw stick figures for me, and I'll enjoy it. But I love black and white art.
Oh yeah, my next book will be stick figures. How about that?
That's the Matt Fazell market right there.
Yeah, that's all I got to do. What am I doing? I got you. No, I appreciate it. I like black and white too. It's I like the contrast.
Looks like he got a Strider mask on. I like that.
Yep. Good. Thanks. Yeah. It's I really want to make sure this this is like my baby. I got to make sure it's exciting. If I'm not
real good.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah, this is the
I like that one right there. That's nice.
Yeah. I found this guy at a convention. Sean Sauer, his name is, and I was like, dude, your art style is fantastic. I need you to draw Shotgun Samurai for me. So, and I'm selling his original artwork on the page if anybody wants that.
That's real cool.
That is nice. I really like that right there.
Yeah.
I love your work as well, but that is beautiful right there.
Thank you. I know. I mean, yeah. If I could do this, I would have done it, but I can't. So
metal print too.
Yeah, we're doing metal prints. I got a few of them on hand. If they're very shiny.
There you go.
And very hard. So yeah. Got a little logo on the back.
Yeah, you did the back too. That's cool.
Nice.
Nice. Yes, a lot of people don't do the back. They'll be like, "Oh, just make it." Let them see themselves in their shame once they realize they just paid $30 a piece of metal.
I use it for the plate in your armor carrier, just to deflect actual shotgun shells. So you slip it in your...
Yeah. I'll put a disclaimer. Don't actually try that though. I don't think it's thick enough. Sequel 9mm Ninja. I like it.
That would be awesome, wouldn't it? 9mm Ninja.
Yeah, what is it? I got the 9mm Ninja.
That's actually cool.
The pistol. Everyone's coming up with new characters all the time. Like, what's it? No, the Mariachi Samurai. That's his.
You're gonna have to have at some point have a. I don't know, like a.
Yeah. But yeah, so these are the trading cards you can get with the campaign. Hollow foil. I heard you guys talking about hollow foil.
Yeah.
We got hollow foil too.
Awesome.
Yeah. So this one's going to be in hollow foil. Where is it? Yeah. Whew. I got all these things. I'm ready for fulfillment soon. Actually, I'm just waiting for the books to come in, and then we're going to be shipping out.
That is great.
Strikes trading card, and there it is. Is the shotgun bookmark? There's a shotgun right there.
Yep.
Nice depiction of it.
Yep.
That's cool.
Tools of the trade.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What you need is the pump action, the heart of a samurai.
That's right. That's all you need.
So,
We'd be remiss to not mention our friend of the show.
Oh man,
Jose
you're getting
Garcia.
tons of ideas over here.
50 caliber Shogun
50
will be
cal
next.
shot Shogun should be next.
Hey, did you read ahead?
What do you say, Eric? I'm sorry.
Hey.
I was going to say, I love the Jose Garcia cover. He's a friend of the show, so we got to give him a shout out.
These are all beautiful covers, though. They're all beautiful. Loving them.
Shotgun Samurai, you heard it right from the Quaff himself. He says he's waiting for him to come in. He's shipping this stuff worldwide too. So I mean, again, you still got time. He's in demand right now. He's just waiting on the books to come in. He's hopefully got enough books. Wouldn't it be great, Indie Volt? Listen, Indie Volt Radio. Wouldn't it be great to have you guys rush and order a bunch of books, and then the Quaff's order comes in and he does not have enough to fulfill. And then I get to drag him on the very next show about not fulfilling.
Wow. And you know what, Barry? I've watched some of your shows where you have drug motherfuckers. I'll be like, man. So they came, I know these will be people that stopped that were guests on his show and they didn't fulfill something, didn't do this. He was like, yeah, so what happened to such and such? I was like, oh man, because it started out as a post and then from there as a show. You be like, oh man.
Shoot. That does sound like a happy problem. So I don't know. We'll see. Actually, it's funny. When I first got the proof copy, I only ordered so much amount from my printer, and then people saw that this thing's actually real. So then I got an influx of orders, and then I had to message my printer. I was like, dude, can you double that order because I need more books? And he was like, you got it. So I was like, ooh, thank God. So. I mean, if you do it within the next maybe a week, then I can get you. But after that, the number's gonna be locked in.
I'll be sure to post a link on my fan page so you can get some more sales too.
Okay, thanks a lot. Yeah.
All of you guys here. I'm here to support. And I'll post it up.
Hey, we got a question from Indie Volt Radio.
Oh, cool.
Indie Volt Radio question. And this one. Well, let me close this one out first. Shotgun Samurai Volume 1. Over on Indiegogo, you got just a couple days. It's in demand right now, but go over there. Would you say they have maybe a week, Quaff?
A week?
Maybe a week before you shut it down? Or?
I would say maybe a week or two. Actually, okay. I'm going to keep it up as a store until I run out of stock. So we'll see how long that takes.
Hey, Joe. Hey, Brian. Hey, Meredith.
But after about a week, I'm going to just have simple perks. The price is going to go up to retail price, which is going to be about $30 a book. Right. And a lot of the stretch goals are going to be gone because I only got so much of those.
Okay.
So if you want the fun package, 2 weeks.
Cool.
Yeah.
You guys go over there and check that out. That is Shotgun Samurai Volume 1 over on Indiegogo. Check it out on still on Webtoon and Tapas, right? Or is it just Webtoon?
No, not Tapas, just Webtoon. So you can read the beginning on Webtoons right now if you want to get a taste of it. And then if you want more, check it out on Indiegogo.
Here we go. Indie Volt Radio question, and this is from Adam, who is check this out. This is great, guys. Adam works in a print shop, and he said he went to his first Comic-Con last week and was outraged. Look, I'm outraged by the prices. I walked up to one guy who's selling a really cool Spider-Man picture and asked how much it was. The price he gave me was insane. I know he probably didn't pay more than 37 to 50 cents per print, but he had the balls to ask for basically a 4,000% markup on a print. This is insane. What is wrong with artists? That's from Adam.
Wait, but the guy did he tell you how much it was that he was asking for?
He said almost a 4,000% markup. Now he did write later in the email that the actual price of the print the artist was selling was $55. But he says, he knows the artist didn't pay that. He knows that the artist.
All right, then just don't buy it. Just don't buy it. That's all.
How much do you think
it doesn't matter what the artist paid for it. If the
it's
artist
just like
their work is valued at that price, and that's
exactly.
What for. You ain't
exactly.
gotta buy
it. Don't matter. Like you don't want it, don't buy it. It's just like It's just like when I was a bartender. You stay home to drink cheap. You come to the bar to spend money. That's plain and simple. Plain and
Exactly.
simple.
Also, you know, if you just look, an artist, he draws on a piece of paper. That paper is probably only worth like a couple cents, but when he draws on it, that's when it gets up to like
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's
And
what's
You're
on the
paying for
paper
that
that you're
man's
paying for.
time. You're paying for that man's time.
And I don't know if we're saying if this was a metal print or some of those metal prints, they do holograms on it where it's a transformation that has 3 illustrations in one print. It'll do a Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3 transformation all in one of those. So we don't even know if it's that type of print because those prints do cost $55, $60.
Yeah. Terry Huddleston has new prints that with the like the embossed foil.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's asking, I don't know, for the Black Panther one I was looking at, which
Black
it looks
Panther's like 60.
Yeah, and it's like wow, but it looks good. You'd pay it because, and you wouldn't feel like you got ripped off because you bought a piece of quality artwork. Now,
He increased the size of them as well.
Yeah, he did.
Like the texture on this thing is ridiculous. It looks like it was textured by the MCU designer who did it. Like it's crazy, but it's all Terry's design. So, like Varian's right. When you look at something like that, man, that's up to you whether you value that dollar
Exactly.
or not. I think it's worth it. I've got the Black Panther, and I got the Venom. His Venom is one of my favorite Venoms that he drew, but he did it on that textured paper and however they print it. It looks great. It was worth it.
I wonder if this is the same guy who complains about spending $12 for a hot dog at the convention.
And it's just like, this is kind of like, I can do a mild comparison, whereas though you have some people I'd be like, oh, I can't see spending that much for an action figure. Well, then don't buy it. You don't have to. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Don't buy it. That's simple. I mean, first off, when I go out to, like, if I'm going to Comic-Con, anything I buy from there or Toy Fair, I'm going to spend money. That's it. That's it. There's this thing called free will where you don't have to buy it if you don't like it. You know what I'm saying?
What's that called again, Uncle Nerd?
Free will. Free will.
Now I got a question for you, Dene, because I know that like you do the toys, and I remember Eric was at a convention. He took a picture. He's holding a toy that he did the revamped box art design for.
Oh yeah,
and he didn't even know it would come out. So this dealer just had it at the show, and he walks in, holy shit, that's my art. Oh, the guys made the figure. They did it. And Eric explains to the guy that he's the artist, and the guy Eric takes a picture with the product. And I asked Eric, I said, Eric, did you buy it? He says, no,
Nope.
the guy wanted how much did he want for it?
It was $500 because it was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive of the Volts V. It's the old 1970s giant robot.
Oh my God, you like Volts V?
Yeah, all that old stuff.
Volts V.
But the story behind it was I was at Salt Lake Comic-Con, and I was approached by 2 Chinese businessmen. They loved my Transformers art, and so that got me a small, short-lived, lucrative job doing illustrations, and they were doing these giant-size figures of like Volts V was one of them, and there was like a couple others I don't remember. I ended up doing like 4 different package designs, and they never told me what they were for. Just here's the character, do this package design, and to come to find out they were the SDCC exclusive packages. It was like a battle damaged version of that toy.
Had you known that was going to be a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, would you have maybe asked for a little more money?
That was back in the earlier days of my career where, I still fight with it where I'm just like, am I worth this much? Now it's like, I'm about ready to stop taking sketch cover commissions at $50 because no, my time's worth more than that. I have so many things that I'm spinning plates on right now. That's just going to eat up too much of my time.
You should charge more than $50. You should charge more than $50. And don't feel bad about charging more. That is your time and your talent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You get to that point, it's like this little bit of money is now a little bit of money to me, and it's not worth the amount of time I put into it because I got to put that time over here, and this is paying me more money. So,
See, for me, I've always been the type like this. There's no, you may complain about the price, but again, I tell people don't buy it. But if you want it, listen, that person, that's their creation. They have a right to charge whatever they want. You don't like the price, just don't buy it. But you have a right, you should charge more than $50 for your what's the names? For your covers and stuff like that. Now, if you don't mind me asking, what projects have you worked on? In terms of, you said you did Transformers, you did Volts V.
Yeah, and I did a lot of wrestling art.
Right.
Worked for McFoley, High Spots.
Right.
Bunch of other stuff like that. Did the Roddy Piper comic book. So.
And riding Eric's coattails, deciding to ride Eric's coattails to fame. No, what he did was Eric gave me a bunch of well, he didn't give me. I've been taking some of Eric's art around the shows if he's not there, and I had some of his wrestling prints. And Tony Schiavone, WCW announcer, walks over to the table last week and he looks, and he's like, "Oh, the MJF piece," and I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "You want me to sign it?" I'm like, "Would you, Mr. Schiavone?" I mean, because this is Tony Schiavone talking to me. Tony Schiavone just said, "Hi, Varian. How are you?" I'm like, "Holy crap!" So
he called you out by your government for real?
Well, yeah, because I introduced myself as I'm, he's like, "I'm."
Okay.
I'm like, I'm Varian. "Oh, hi, Varian." I'm like, Tony Schiavone just said my name, and now he needs to repeat it. It's Varian. It's Varian. Anyway, the thing is though, he said, "Can I sign the MJF piece?" I'm like, "Yeah." This is, "Well, will you take a photo or will you take a video of it?" I'm like, "Yeah," because I don't think Eric's gonna mind. This is a signed, Tony Schiavone piece. It's gonna probably go hang up in his office now. And he says, "Well, what do you think? Tony Schiavone, MJF is a cocksucker or is a shithead?" Now, I'm like, well, I don't know if Eric wants to hang cocksucker on his wall, so just say shithead. And he writes, MJF is since it's the MJF, was like cool, behind the scenes cool. I'm pretty sure, in character, he whatever, like, screw you and screw that horrible art. That's how
No, MJF emailed me asking to use that image.
Did he?
He was going to use it for shirts. I don't know if it's ever been on a shirt yet or not.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The image, yeah. That's really cool. But yeah, so it's weird going with Eric to the wrestling shows because, large wrestlers walk up, "Hey, how come you haven't done one of those prints of me yet?" And it's like, "Eric, draw the man."
Eric, I'm gonna have to look up some of your art, man, or I'll try to purchase some of it from you because the minute you said I instantly became. Well, I've been a fan of all you guys on here, especially like the original three up here, Varian, Indie, and Dreaded Dinosaur. I've been a fan of you guys since I started stalking Varian and watching. You know what I'm saying? But when you said Volts V, not many people know about Volts V. You know what I mean? And Volts V was one of my favorites as a kid.
Yeah, there was a whole genre of giant
robots,
vehicles that turned into a giant robot series.
Right.
Yeah, Voltron was the third or fourth one to come out.
GoBots.
Yeah, well, in Japan he was called Go Lion. And not to go into a long spiel about this, Go Lion, by the time it came over to when they brought it over here to the States, Voltron, they even with them cutting out some violent parts of Go Lion, making it into Voltron, some of that stuff still made it to some networks to where a good year later, they had to re-edit some more stuff out because Go Lion is very, very violent, which it was for us was Voltron. It was very violent. There's one scene in there where he's actually, you see one of the road beasts eating out of a cauldron full of skull and blood and everything like that. And then by the time it got over here, they took it out the second year. But the first year, when they first dropped Voltron over here, it was bloody. And there was some parts where they left in the blood, the violence, the murder and everything. So you worked on you did Transformer prints as well?
Yeah, that's my own fan art stuff. I did work on the trading card series.
Right.
That came out a while back of Transformers, and
that's great.
Some of those pop up sometimes on eBay.
Right.
Let me actually, I found the photo Varian was talking about.
Yeah, let's see one of your photos.
Here's me with the package.
Awesome. Awesome.
This package.
Nice.
Yep.
That's cool.
So yeah, that was a lot of fun to work on.
Mm.
Look at that nice comb over too, Eric. Nice. Yeah, when they had the little fade. Look at that hairline. That look at that nice taper. That's pretty cool.
That's the good boy haircut.
Yeah.
The good boy haircut.
I like the fact that they like, we're not going to give you any money off of it either, Mr. Hazzum. You're going to pay full price.
Yeah, no.
Did you tell the guy like, look, I'm the one? Well, yeah. He took a picture with you, right?
Yeah, he took it. Took the picture, but yeah, that was at a really terrible show, so I wasn't making any money to buy such a thing because I'd love to have one, and they don't come up on eBay hardly at all. I haven't seen one in a while, but yeah, hey, it's pretty cool.
Hey, Lola, your lure has 69 hours to go.
It does. Yes, it's awesome.
I already backed that, didn't I?
I think you backed the Indiegogo, yeah.
Yeah, I backed it. Yeah.
Lure's got just a couple of hours left.
What you know what? I'll make sure I post that up immediately. Let me make sure I post that up so you
I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
We don't let Lola promote it on here because she's she's a part of the show. But here, I'll run your trailer. How about that, Lola?
Okay.
It all started with an invite. Then you wake up in a cage. You would never expect what happens next. Who lives? Who dies? Are you ready to get lured?
Now you gotta play the female version too. And that just pretty much covers the whole story.
Give an inch, take a mile. Here we go.
Have you ever wanted something so much you would do anything to get it? I did. I will go to any party, be with anyone, just to get noticed by Blair, the one who controls the invites. I lust to get into lore. Do you?
Here we go. Then this well, who did that?
All right.
Twisted Fairy.
Twisted Fairy did the female version, and Randy Zimmerman did the male version.
There we go. Lure, you guys got 69 hours to go over there and make this happen for Lola. Listen, folks, by the way, too, Randy. Randy's doing better every day. Randy Zimmerman, co-host and of Indie Volt Livewire and promoter of Flint Comic Con. He's done so much. He has been in the hospital with COVID, battling that for a couple of weeks now. I've been getting reports. I can tell everyone that he is. They're trying to get Randy to sit up. So he is battling, but he will. He's got a road to recovery ahead of him, but he's doing well. What's going to be expected? And we keep sending our prayers and thoughts to him, and that he can make a speedy recovery. Now, having said that, I did want to say that this weekend we are at Grandpa's Comic Con, so it's going to be the Arrow booth and the Indie Volt booth side by side. I'll be taking over both because I promised to have some of the Arrow stuff there as much as I could get. Help out. I definitely want the Arrow comics to be represented there.
Awesome.
And I think. Oh, I know. Before I start wrapping up the show, I did want to talk to Uncle Nerd, Dene, about situation that another situation that Lola brought to my attention recently. She purchased 3 large Funko Pops. No, 3 Funko Pops. One was a large one, I believe.
Okay.
She has this desire to fill our home with these little, big.
They're addictive. They're addictive. My friend Rahab, which is the one kind of like he's my frenemy, but we're best friends. Because recently somebody sent me some dolls instead of action figures. They're sending me dolls now to and I like dolls and stuff like that. But yeah, he just started. What was it? 3 months ago, and now he has a whole room full of Funko Pops. No lie, no lie. They're addictive.
Yeah. Well, so Lola
I mainly get exclusive now. I mainly just get exclusive now.
Yeah.
I was trying to get whole sets. If I really like the set, I'll get it, but I get exclusives and favorite characters now.
Right.
Well, she ordered the Jack Kirby inspired Galactus large pop.
Right.
The Raven, is it Ravencroft, the lady from Loki? And then the MTV Mooman Award. She ordered it from Kraken Collectibles, and they were like, "Yeah, one of those places she found on Facebook," and the figures haven't come yet. So I'm like, "Oh, you got had," but it's a real company. They're just claiming that they haven't got their shipment. Problem is, every other place I've seen some of these pops show up in like Walmart and other places.
Well, let me explain it to you. The big box stores, they always get their stuff before us. They always get their stuff before us. I don't care if we pre-order that stuff first. The big box, like Targets and all that other stuff, they give preferential treatment. They go first. The small vendors like myself, or the small distributors or retailers like myself, you get the shit that rolls downhill. You know what I'm saying? So, believe me, more than likely, see, that's the reason why when I advertise or like stuff that's going up on my site, I only put my stuff up there when it's in hand. I don't do pre-orders no more, because a lot of times with pre-orders, stuff don't come through. The company don't come through. Your customers don't want to hear that. They want their shit. You know what I'm saying? So what I basically do now is just put my stuff up. But there is a supply problem, trust me, because when I order from NECA, when I order from Mattel and all this other stuff, a lot of stuff has not been arriving on time, but the other stores will have it. So it'll make it seem as though, which is why I don't do pre-orders at this moment because of the shortage. It makes it seem as though like the person is, or the retailer is being disingenuous, So just be a little bit patient. I don't know who this person is, or who this is. I'm not taking his side or anything. But
I get it. That's a good point, because when did you order those figures? Was it? Remember you ordered them?
I ordered them back in, maybe August or something.
No, damn. August, September, October, November. When did that? Was it a pre-order?
At first, it was a pre-order.
It's still a pre-order. It's still
when you get a chance, send me the link of the ones that you ordered, and I'll check my distributors and see what's going on. Because I'll call them and ask them. I'll just be like, "Look, I want to order this. Is it still in stock, or whatever the case may be?" And I'll just be honest with you, like they just either don't want to send you your shit, either you got beat, or they just haven't gotten this stuff.
Yeah, they sent me an email today. So.
Yeah.
After I had to send a dirty one, like, "Hey, where's my figures?"
Exactly.
I'm still waiting on like 3 Super 7 ones that I ordered back in 2019, 2020.
Never get them.
What, you ordered something from Super 7 and never got it?
I'm still waiting on it, yeah.
What are you waiting on?
Chitara.
Oh, yeah, Chitara. Oh, you talking about the Thundercats figures or the, what's the names?
The Thundercats figures.
I'm waiting on the, I haven't got my Wave 2 either.
Yeah, Chitara. I'm waiting on the
Thundercats. I haven't gotten. Silverhawks seem like they're coming out before the Wave 2, but they jumped to Wave 3. See, I'll show you something. Give me a second. I'm gonna show you something.
Yeah, Chitara, Steelheart, and then I ordered 2 from the G.I. Joe Wave 1 line.
In 2018? Or was it? When was it?
The G.I. Joe one just came out not too long ago.
Okay.
They just announced Wave 2, which I don't think I'm going to buy anything because I haven't got Wave 1. But no, the Chitara and the Steelheart, still waiting on them.
Who has the record for the longest pre-order? Was it the people that got Duke Nukem Forever when it first was announced?
I remember
14-year wait.
Yeah, I remember people saying, "Man, I hope my pre-order's still good when the game."
Yeah, because it gets funny with this toy shit now, man. I'm telling you.
There you
That's why I don't do pre-orders. I'm not going to do pre-orders on my site because it gets funky as hell.
We got. Let me bring
did you get Captain Cracker?
No.
Okay, I got him. Did you get Jaga?
No, I just go for the chicks, man.
Oh, okay. All right. You know what I'm saying? Now, see me, I'm the opposite. I go for all muscles and monsters and shit. You know?
With the exception of the G.I. Joe line, I had to get the Battle Android Trooper.
Oh yeah. So you collect the classifieds.
I don't collect the classifieds, but I want that classified.
Oh yeah, the bats. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know they've been popping again. This distribution is weird right now. I've never seen it like this in all my years of being a distributor. Of them just like, because all right, Battle Android Troopers aren't supposed to be till next year. They're popping up. People are showing like in hand, like I got it. Like I just bought it from Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just all fucked up. It's all fucked up right now. That's why I just like with me again, I don't have the patience for dealing with customers that be like, where my pre-order at? Because they get nasty. You know what I'm saying? Call your ass up and be like, yo, I know you got it because my friend just got it from the store. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What'd you say, Mike?
I was sitting on pre-order with a lot of stuff that I was seeing like out in the store. And that's getting frustrating. Luckily, with the pandemic happening, it changed a lot of store hours.
The supply chain is fucked, man.
I actually was able to get the Eternals toy line all at Walmart. Every figure for it.
And on sale sometimes.
Oh, my brother, you knew it.
I does this toy thing, bro. I collect.
Walked in there. It was in the middle of the day. They were setting all their toys. I said, are you about to tell me I am about to make a Marvel Legends toy purchase in the middle of the day for the first time in like 10 years? That's not about to happen to me right now.
Weird.
And it was every single Eternal figure in that line. I said, boy, let's go. Let's go. But, you know, on some of the sites like Big Bad Toys and stuff like
pre-order. Not even
Selma Hayek is still in pre-order, but I just got her off of eBay last week.
This is the weirdest. This is the weirdest I've ever seen it with toy distribution. You know what I'm saying? Because usually I used to be like, I'm gonna have this before everybody and whatever, so I ain't worried about it. Well, like now, you know, I'm you know, I'm dealing with them directly. You know what I'm saying? And they like, and people just coming up like, look at my picture on Instagram. I got my new figure. Look at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck? Now I'm calling.
It took forever for me to get.
Why I didn't get such and such and such and such? They was like, oh well, Mr. Shogeke, we know you're a valued customer. I'm like, but you still not telling me why I didn't get it. Well, you know, the big box stores get this stuff for. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it took me forever to get Goliath. He's been on pre-order.
Yeah, Goliath's been on pre-order for a minute.
I just got him last week.
You know who I waited a long while for was there was the Optimus Prime.
Which one? 86 one?
Yeah, from what is that? The little small like red line, not red line, but I forget what series it is. This is a little small like plastic one, doesn't transform. But Eric got one. Eric got the stars. I think it was Starscream, and I was like, I wanted that. So I bought, you know. But I'll tell you guys something. I realized if you have a Second and Charles in your neighborhood or near you, it's worth it to go there because I was able to go in there and get they had when their boxes get damaged, they freak out and put this stuff up for ridiculously priced. Like I got my most hated Transformer, Hot Rod, hate him. The only reason I bought him is because it was $5. This is a $30 figure.
That's another thing. He's right. Start checking. Like if over here we got Five Below and like little stuff like that. Check Five Below because one time I got my whole Star Wars Black series. Who was I looking for? I was looking for Boba Fett, which was like rare. He was just sitting at a Five Below, like just released, just sitting in Five Below. And it's like when you're a toy collector and you find something in the wild like that, you looking around like, is this? And you take it slowly, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, did I really just find this?
I mean, made it.
I take that back.
You know what I'm saying?
I ordered my stuff July 20th.
Damn. And you know, when the show is over, Varian or Indie Princess, send me the figures or the Funko Pop figures that you're looking for or that you pre-ordered, so I could just check some SKUs and all that other crazy stuff.
That just kind of reminds me of a story I remember hearing about in February, back when the Pokemon cards were coming back out, where people were putting tracking GPS magnets on the delivery trucks and were getting the cards in bulk at the store before they were even released.
Right. Yep.
So that may be another thing too. Like, some people are just tracking these delivery trucks.
No.
Where's my delivery? Oh, some guy scalped them. You know. Like,
oh no, because like Major Blood from the Blacks, from the G.I. Joe Classified was a hot item. He went for $20,000 at one time. Of course, he came down. But when he was first released, because this is the problem now. They're doing these Target exclusives, and people that aren't even collectors are running in there scalping that shit and selling it on eBay for fucking like up your ass prices. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Major Blood, Target exclusive Cobra Island Major Blood, when he was first dropped or slated, he was supposed to be in the stores at a certain time, and it's a Target exclusive, right? Okay, so what happens is that he gets there, people are waiting outside. Then you have the people that are working in there taking the shit, buying it, or like holding it for themselves because they know the value of it now. You understand what I'm saying? Buying up all those Major Bloods or just stealing them out the store because they work there and popping them up on eBay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, the toy thing is just gotten out of control now. It's weird. That's why I'm not doing no pre-orders on my site, because I'm only want to do sale for things I have in hand. You know what I mean? Because I don't want the headache. I don't want to have to deal with customers, that's going through stuff like you and Indie Princess and shit like that. So I just keep it simple. You know what I mean? And before I used to do pre-orders and everything like that, but the game has changed, especially with the supply chain, plastic going up, oil going up, all that other stuff. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy.
Guys, where can you be found at? We're going to start with Rodney. Let our listeners know where they can find you and reach out.
All right, they can find me. I am on Instagram at Rodney_Fike. That's FYKE. I am on Facebook, Rodney Fike Art. I am on Twitch, Rodney Fike at Twitch, and also the Hazzum website. That's HAZZUM.com. And then you can find me on Thursday nights and Friday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern on Thursday Night Throwdown and Friday Night Draw with Sean Forney, where we draw, work on commissions, and talk all things nerdy from 8 to about 9:30. And that's where I'm at.
Friday Night Draw is on YouTube or Facebook?
It's on Facebook and with the Hazzum YouTube channel. Hazzum has a YouTube channel as well.
Okay, how do you spell that?
HAZZUM.
Hazzum. Okay, followed, subscribed, and alerted. There you go.
Yeah. All right.
And Quaff, how about you, sir?
All right. So shotgunsamurai.net is always a good place to look if you ever want to find out what I'm up to. On Instagram, Shotgun Samurai Comics, and on Twitter, The Quaff. And that's about it where you can find. But yeah, shotgunsamurai.net. If you ever need to find out, my socials should always be there. Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that. My microphone is like acting weird. Sugar Chris says Eric says waifu is laifu. And then I was thinking, can y'all type those locations in the chat? Yeah, guys, if you want to put it in the chat so people can find you guys, please do it in the regular chat so we can make sure that those people can find you when they want to. Also, Sandman, how about you, sir?
Yes, well, you can find me on my personal site that has a lot of my past movie projects and comic books. It's at studiosandman.com. The more IP-driven content for my Papercut 2 comic book is just papercut2.com. And then my next comic book, For Freedom, that website is actually Freedom Forever, spelled FOUR.com. And that's the link to that other comic book that I'm working on as well.
Cool. Uncle Nerd. Oh, he might not be there. Yeah, okay, so we'll go over to Mike. How about you?
Awesome. You can find me on all my social media as Most Epic Art on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all that goodness. You can find it on there. Our website right now for Freestyle Comics is fskgo.com. That'll take you right to our Kickstarter for Emerald Quest. And I'm also on a little show on my YouTube and Twitch channel called Chat and Draw. I don't have a definitive night. we get a lot of people on there, so I just do it whenever day is open and free. I just had Krista on there last night, so and I got a show tomorrow. But all the episodes are up on YouTube and available. You guys should check it out if you get a chance. I would actually like to have some of you on there, featuring your books or whatnot, if you guys have the time.
Quick, everybody blow up his DMs. Renee, you there? Nope, still muted. Can't hear you.
You're muted. He's just gonna have to pantomime now.
Morse code.
I don't know what happened. He was fine a second ago, and then it just went. Like right now, you have it muted, but
how about now?
There we go.
Perfect.
Okay, all right. You guys can reach me on Facebook, Twitch, and Twitch, and YouTube. Just look up Tough Nerd Toys. I'm on Instagram. I am everywhere. Tough Nerd Toys is everywhere. We also have a sister channel that we just recently started, which is Tough Nerd Toys Gaming, where you see me fail at fighting bosses and get aggravated and stuff like that. And but if you want some good action figure reviews and toy reviews, honest toy reviews, no shill. Even if somebody gives me the figure to review, I will give it my honest opinion on how crappy or how good it is. Also, we do podcasts, and again, our podcasts are very unfiltered, so a lot of it is demonetized and everything. You know what I'm saying? But we give you an honest review. I do movie reviews. Sometimes I'm going to start playing my guitar on live for you guys, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, just check us out. Also, look for the Tough Nerd Toys website to come back out again. I'm going to be re-releasing that. It's under construction. It's pretty much completed, but it's I'm just loading up inventory on the back end so you guys can shop. I'll have like a nice selection of modern action figures and some old ones, collectibles, etc., and some t-shirts coming as well.
Cool. I was looking at a toy review the other day, and he said that it's really hard to get toy reviews like right now, is because when the companies send you a toy,
they want you to.
Well, now they expect a good review.
Yeah, and they actually try to sue you sometimes if you give them a bad one. Yep.
Yeah.
That's why, in a way, I'd rather. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, you get more exposure, and you get all sorts of perks and everything. But an action figure for my integrity and my honor, no, I'm good. I'd rather just buy it.
Yeah.
And I could tell you, like, look, I just bought this. I had it for like a month, or I had it for a week, and already the arm falling off. The paint is crappy. The gun is broke. You know what I'm saying? Don't buy it.
Dreaded Dinosaur, how about you, sir?
You can find me on those social medias at dreadeddinosaur.com. Check out my website, erichodson.com, ERIKHODSON. Buy some prints, help me pay the bills. And please head over to Webtoon, Tapas, and read the Dreaded Dinosaur Man comic on there and leave some comments. Hopefully I'll be getting back to some regular postings here soon. I'm busy working on several books, including the British Bulldog, follow-up to the Roddy Piper comic, which you can still get at ProWrestlingTees.com. And I'm also working on American Bliss for Genuine Comics right now. Having a lot of fun with that one. You will be able to see me this weekend at Grand Rapids Comic-Con. Friday at 4 o'clock, I am doing a presentation panel on how to freaking draw. Hope to see you there.
Awesome.
Indie Princess, how about you, man?
Well, my link is in the chat for you guys. It is Linktree Indie_Princess. All my links are there. And go check out Lore on Kickstarter. It has 69 hours left, guys.
That's right. Go check it out. Go reserve your books. All of these guys here, these guys and gals here, they got the business for you, man. Good reads, good art, everything.
There is if you want to send in a question and have it be topic, do so. Indie Volt Live at indievolt.com. Please include Indie Volt Live in the subject and keep those emails to 90 words or less, and I'll be able to put them on a cute little card and we can read them and make fun of you and your question. Also, thank you. I want to thank all right now 86,407 people listening on Indie Volt Radio on Google Play. You can download on Google Play. If you have an iPhone, you can download it. I can listen in on the Streamer or TuneIn app. Also, ask your Amazon Alexa device to play Indie Radio. You may have to teach her the skill, but she'll do it. If the radio isn't your thing, well, Indie Volt TV on Roku is free. It's our over-the-top streaming network. It's just like Netflix, but free. It's a bunch of indie movies, lots of good content, like our good friend Bryan Sanders would put out.
Yeah.
Who we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about getting paper cut on there. Indie Volt TV.
Yeah, I gotta see that.
Go check it out. It is free. A lot of good stuff up there. Some long form content. We used to, before we were monetized, and YouTube said you can't say that on our platform. We would say screw you. We'll put it on our own. That's what we would do. So go check out Indie Volt TV today, folks. Thank you for watching with us. Thank you for being.
What about Liberty?
Oh,
thanks for having me.
I did Liberty
enjoyed the show.
Thank you. Yeah, Liberty, ledg.us. Check that out as well. And that is it. We're gonna hope everyone has a great weekend. Again, Grand Rapids Comic Con this weekend. You'll see Indie Volt as well as Arrow Comics there. So we'll see you all this weekend, and everyone else, we'll see you next weekend, because there won't be a Breakfast Buzz this week. I believe. I think there's a Breakfast Buzz. I'm pretty sure there's not.
Yes, there is.
Is there a Breakfast Buzz? Okay.
There should be. I got people scheduled.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's a Breakfast Buzz this week. Wow. Okay, thanks for telling me. So there is a Breakfast Buzz this week. I will see everyone soon. Have a great week.
Yay! Think about what you've accomplished.
And who's your favorite Marvel Comics hero? Mine is Superman. Remember the motto? With great power comes great